Accountability is not punishment, guys. Accountability is clarity, enforced consistency. Good people fail in very bad systems. Average people perform well in strong systems. Stop chasing that unicorn employee. Your behavior sets the ceiling. If you bend the rules, show up late, staff will just mirror you.
You're listening to Street Smarts with Chad Wade. Real talk for real shop owners.
Hey, your staff is not the problem. Let's start with something totally uncomfortable. Most shop owners say, my staff doesn't care. Nobody wants to work. I can't trust my employees. They don't follow the rules. They don't sell. Here's the hard truth, man. Your staff isn't the problem. Your system is. People don't magically become bad employees when they walk into a smoke shop. They become confused and untrained, inconsistent. They become reactive, and then owners blame them for it. Hey, this episode is about fixing that. Not by working harder, but by building clear expectations and repeatable training and real accountability. All right, let's go. Smoke shop owners, listen up. If your store looks like a garage sale, your customers won't take your product seriously. Presentation is everything, and Display-O-Rama gets it. These guys supply the fixtures that make stores money. Slat walls, showcases, racks, counters, all in stock and ready to ship fast. I've used them myself, and they deliver on time, solid gear, zero headache. Most people think upgrading means expensive. Well, that's wrong. Display-O-Rama makes professional retail affordable, whether you're remodeling one wall or building out your next location. So if you're tired of your shop looking halfway finished, hit DisplayOrama.com up today and get 5% off your order when you use my code ChadWade5 at checkout. Display-O-Rama, real fixtures, real fast, recommended by me, Chad, at Chad Wade TV. The real reason smoke shops struggle with staff, okay? Smoke shops didn't grow up with corporate systems. They grew up with trust-based hiring, figure it out training, verbal rules, vibe-based management, owner presence holding everything together that works when the owner is always there. The market is extremely loose. Enforcement is very low when sales are extremely easy. It completely falls apart when regulations tighten. The staff turnover increases. Sales require skill, and consistency matters. Your shop didn't get harder to run. The bar just got higher. Here's 3 things every employee actually needs. Hey, forget motivation posters. Jesus, throw them in the garbage. Forget speeches. Every employee needs exactly 3 things. Just 3. Very simple. Training, clarity, and accountability. Miss one, and performance will totally collapse. Now, number 1, clarity. What does good actually look like? Most owners think expectations are obvious. To you, maybe, but they're not obvious. Employees need to know how to greet the customer by your standards, how to answer questions, how you would like them answered, and what language is allowed. Can they cuss? Can they freestyle? Can they pontificate? What language is not allowed? How to handle enforcement if they walked in the door? How to sell? Hey, how to clean? Most of these jokers don't even shower correctly. How to close the store? How to escalate problems? If it's not written, practiced, reinforced, honestly, it's optional. Optional rules get thrown in the garbage, ignored. Number 2, training. Not Don't ever say, hey, just watch and learn. Watching is not training. Training means that, through explanation, demonstration, repetition, feedback. Most smoke shop training is stand here and watch. And let me tell you what that creates. Inconsistency, bad habits, improv, liability. If you don't train intentionally, your staff trains themselves and not ways that you want. Number 3, accountability without emotion. This is where most owners fail. They avoid accountability because they don't want the confrontation. They're afraid staff will just up and quit, which they might. They feel guilty. They confuse kindness with permissiveness. That's a good word, permissiveness. Accountability is not punishment, guys. Accountability is clarity, enforced consistency. Hey, here's why hiring better people doesn't fix your bad fucking systems. And this is a trap a lot of owners fall into. They say, I just need better people. No, you need better filters, better onboarding, expectations. Good people fail in very bad systems, okay? Average people perform well in strong systems. Stop chasing that unicorn employee. Build a shop that trains normal humans into reliable staff. Now, the right way to hire for a smoke shop. This is huge, y'all. Hiring mistakes cost more than any product mistake. And here's how strong shops hire differently. Please, 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 please stop hiring for vibe, okay? Vibe matters, but not enough. You need people who can follow rules and learn scripts and accept feedback, stay fucking calm, show up consistently, and respect structure, okay? Now, check it. Charisma without discipline is dangerous. Now, you better hire for these 5 traits, okay? Not experience. Reliability. Do they show up on time? Coachability. Do they accept feedback? Communication. Can they put a sentence together and speak clearly? Calmness. Can they handle pressure? Consistency. Do they repeat behavior? Man, you can teach products, but you can't teach temperament. Now, here's the interview question that reveals everything. And ask this. Tell me about a time you were coached or corrected at work. How did you handle it? If they blame others, they minimalize, they joke it off, or my favorite, I don't get corrected. That's a huge red flag. You want people who can say, I listened, I adjusted, I improved, something like that. Let's talk about onboarding. It's the most ignored step in smoke shops. Most shops just throw new hires on the floor in the first couple of days. Hey, y'all, that's reckless. A proper onboarding should include store rules, expectation, language standards, cleaning standards, category overview, escalation process, do's and don'ts. If onboarding is rushed, mistakes become habits, and habits are hard to fix. Why staff inconsistency is a leadership issue. If one employee sells, another doesn't, one follows rules, another fucking ignores them, that's not personality. That's lack of standardization. Strong shops don't rely on good employees. They rely on clear systems. Hey, there's a cost of just letting it slide. Every time you let it slide, expectations blur, standards drop, resentment will build, and your good staff loses respect for you. Bad behavior spreads like the plague. Silence trains people. If you don't correct it, you approved it. There's 2 types of accountability, right? And most owners only use one, but you need both. Number 1 is proactive accountability. You got clear rules, written expectation, daily reminders, visible standards, and this prevents problems. Number 2, reactive accountability, corrections, coaching, consequences. This fixes problems. Most owners only do reactive, and too late for that matter of fact. Now, why sales fail when staff is unclear? Tie this back to sales. Staff don't sell because they're unsure. They fear being pushy. They don't know what to say. Expectations are vague. Sales is behavior. Behavior must be trained. Owners, your behavior sets the ceiling. If you bend the rules, show up late, contradict yourself, vent emotionally, avoid hard conversations, staff will just mirror you. Leadership is very contagious. All right, here's how to build a simple training system that actually works. So look, you don't need binders. You don't need manuals, or nobody's going to fucking read. You don't need corporate nonsense. You need 3 repeatable training pillars. Just 3. Number 1, the first one I would say is language training. It's kind of a non-negotiable. Most problems start with what staff says, and you have to standardize how customers are greeted, how products are recommended, how questions are answered, how uncertainty is handled, how enforcement-related questions are deflected. If employees are making it up as they go, freestyling, if you will, you're creating risk and losing sales at the same time. Train phrases, not speeches. Let me give you a couple examples. Most customers choose this option if they want something reliable. No hype, no slang, just calm confidence. Now, number 2 has to be behavior training. All right. And this is what good looks like daily. The staff have to know exactly what's expected of every shift. And that should include the greeting, how they greet the customer, asking at least one clarifying question, making one recommendation, suggesting an add-on, keeping the counter clean, following open-close procedures. If the behavior isn't defined, performance becomes optional. Number 3, escalation training. This will save you as an owner. Your staff should never guess. They should know when to stop talking, when to get a manager, when to definitely say, I'm not sure, when not to answer. And this alone prevents 80% of the problems on the floor. So, sales accountability without pressure. Accountability doesn't mean yelling. It means expectations plus follow-up. And that's how strong owners do it. Just track one thing: each sales average ticket. Not units, not volumes, not hours, average ticket. And that tells you if sales behavior exists. If it's flat, staff isn't recommending. Staff isn't guiding. Staff isn't adding. Numbers reveal behavior without emotion. All right, owners, I'm talking to you. Coach behavior, not personality. Don't say, God, you're bad at selling. Say, hey, I didn't hear a recommendation there. Next time, let's suggest one option. Behavior can be corrected. Personality arguments create resistance. Now, you got to praise specific actions, not good job. Say, nice add-on suggestion. Good question to narrow intent. That recommendation sounded great, sounded confident. People repeat what gets recognized every time. If you recognize something bad, they keep repeating that too. All right, here, this part sucks. When to fix versus when to fire. Yeah, this matters. Fix when the effort exists. The attitude's good. Mistakes are skill-based. when coaching is accepted. Hey, you got a fire when the rules are just ignored. Coaching's resisted. Reliability is poor. Excuses are constant. And standards, they're disrespected. Keeping the wrong person costs more than replacing them. The biggest staff myth owners totally believe: nobody wants to work. False. People want clarity and structure, fairness, consistency, leadership. Chaos drives good employees away. Strong systems keep average employees reliable. How to create a culture of ownership without paying more. Ownership isn't pay, it's responsibility. And staff will feel the ownership when expectations are clear, rules are consistent, feedback is fair, effort is noticed, leadership is calm. Chaos creates apathy. Structure creates pride. All right, let me wrap this up, y'all. Let me wrap this up. All right. If your staff doesn't sell, constantly breaks rules, improvises, creates risks, that's not bad luck. That's a missing system. You don't need better people. You need clearer expectations, repeatable training, calm accountability. Fix the system and the staff will fix itself. All right, everybody, this has been Chad Wade TV, real talk for real shop owners. If this episode made you rethink how you lead your team, share it with another owner who's tired of carrying everything alone. And for tools and systems and training, built for real smoke shop operators, visit chadwadetv.com. And you need some inventory for your shop, visit unswholesale.com. All right, next time, lead clearly, train intentionally, and stop blaming the staff for your broken systems. I'll see you next time. Bye.